Beautiful day everybody, welcome back to Cars 94. My name is Zama Tendra and today I bring you back with another review. And just before we start with this review, I'd like to give a big thanks to my friends and family for showing me a great amount of support on my very first review, the previous review that I did on the Golf 7 GTI. So if you want to watch that, I'll put a link in the description down below so you can watch that. And I'd love for you just to subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you'll be alerted when a new video drops, and then we'll be perfect from there on. Let's get started with the review. So, I welcome you to the Golf 6 GTI, and specifically the 2009 Golf 6 GTI. This car is the successor to the Golf 7 GTI that I reviewed about a week ago, and it's sitting right over there. And one interesting fact about VW is that their most selling VW variant in South Africa is the Golf GTI variant, of which it comes with no surprise to me because the car offers excellent performance, comfortability and great reliability. So let's get started with the exterior of the car. As per usual in every VW vehicle, we've been provided with our silver VW badge integrated right into the middle, and on the left hand side we've been provided with the GTI badge, and as you can clearly see we've been provided with a red line going across right here at the top and one red line going across here at the bottom, just to create a more menacing look for the Golf 6 GTI. And here, as you can see, we've been provided with the black grille, and right here at the bottom as well we've been provided with this nice black shiny finish to it, and a pair of fog lights on either side and headlight washers just to keep the headlights clean. And moving on to the side, we've been provided with our 17-inch alloy wheels with red calipers. That's a nice and beautiful finish to it, and our low profile side skirts and our indicators right here on the rearview mirrors integrated right here. Moving on to the back, we've been provided with our blind spot detectors just to warn us when we're about to hit something. And here at the bottom we've got a diffuser. A diffuser's functionality is to channel the air in the right position so it won't create any drag. And then we've been provided with our exhaust pipes, our GTI badge, and our nice functional rear spoiler at the back. So, moving on to power figures on this car. This car is a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine pushing out at about 155 kilowatts and 280 newton meters of torque. This car can do a sprint of 0 to 100 in 6.9 seconds, and the average fuel economy on this car is 7.4 liters to the 100. And of which, with that much power under the hood, who's really gonna get that fuel economy? Let's move on to the interior. Moving on to the interior, we have our leather steering wheel with red contour stitching all around, which has a really nice feeling to it. And then we have our GTI badge right over here. And here we have our very useful buttons here on the steering wheel that will help us control infotainment system while focus is still on the road and driving safe. And here we've got our lovely DSG paddle shifters, and here at the bottom we've got our nice aluminium accelerator and brake pedals over here, which has a really nice feel to it, I have to say. And this car can reach a top speed of 280 kilometers an hour, and this car can redline at about 6,000 RPM. So moving on into our infotainment system, it's quite basic compared to the infotainment system offered in today's cars, but back then in 2009 this was golden, absolutely golden. And then we have our nice climate control system with heated seats for both the driver and the front passenger, and the usual basic air conditioner for our feet and upper body and so on. And then we've got our gear lever here with the DSG engraving on top, which stands for double shifting gearbox, as you can see. And then here we've got our traction control button. So we've also got our small little compartment system where you can store your phone in here. And then we've also got a bigger compartment system where you can store your CDs or your other personal values that you might want to keep in there. And then moving on to the dashboard, we have a reasonable amount of space where you can fit in your files or anything that you might want to keep in there. Oh, and then also one more thing that I almost forgot is the seat part. It really looks good because it's got red contour stitching on either sides, and as you're putting it on, it kind of sets a sporty atmosphere for you when you're about to push this Golf 6 GTI. So moving on to the back of the sporty hatchback, the back offers a nice luxurious experience with our black leather seats, as you can see, and an armrest just to rest your arm. And then we've got our rear pouches over here where you can confidently store your belongings in there, with our basic climate control system where you can control the direction of the cold air or the hot air where you want it to go. So moving on to the back of the boot, if you just want to open the boot, just grab and push the VW badge in, and voila, it opens. So coming at the back of the car, the boot offers a reasonable large amount of space where you're able to fit a month of grocery into this rear boot. It offers a 275 liters worth of boot space, and we've got our 12-volt socket over here and our small convenient space where you can store maybe your jumper cables, maybe if you'd like. I mean, like, it's honestly really reasonable amount of space. Works well in automatic, eh?
Very nice.
So do you prefer it in the plus mode or just in normal drive?
Just drive it. It's got enough power.
So now I saw a review by Cars.Koza. So they were comparing the Golf 6 GTI, it's the 35 edition, and the new Polo GTI. That new Polo GTI costs around about 300,000, and then this second hand costs around about the same price.
The
So
second hand goes for
yeah,
about
but then the GTI is a manual. So what would you prefer?
I would prefer this.
It's good, eh?
Yeah. I would prefer this. This goes for about 200.
200.
This one's on for 229.9.
That's a good price.
I've never driven the new Polo GTI, but I prefer this still.
That's good, eh?
Very nice.
It's got a nice subtle ride to it as well.
Very nice. And it also feels nice and heavy.
Yeah, it does.
Solid.
Yeah, it is. So if you were given an option today just to have between these two cars, which is the Golf 6 GTI and the 7 GTI that's at the dealership, which would you take?
No, I wouldn't be able to choose it. Probably the 7.
The 7?
Yeah.
Is it cosmetically or is it just performance-wise that you're taking?
Just the extras. I mean, this one's just got a standard radio, where that one's got Bluetooth navigation, the whole works. So I think just in terms of extras in the car, I would prefer the 7 now.
And then performance-wise?
They're pretty much the same.
They're the
Probably
same.
7 as well now.
Yeah. Because this is pushing out at about 155, and the GTI is pushing out 162.
Yeah. So it's not a big difference, but as a nice runaround car, I would prefer the 7.
The 7.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But it's also opinion, eh?
Yeah, it's opinion. Yes. So, what do I think about the Golf 6 GTI? Cosmetically, this car looks really, really beautiful with its white pearlescent paint job to it. It's quite a versatile car, I have to say for myself. It's comfortable, delivers great performance, and it's extremely practical. Well, that sums up today's review, guys. I would like for you just to smash that like button, turn on the post notifications so you'll be alerted when the new video drops. Wait, it's actually the other way around. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications to be alerted when a new video drops, and I'll check y'all next time. Peace.